Yo, I woke up this morning. Gosh, felt good waking up this morning, by the way. Woke up this morning, actually, real quick, got to start real quick. My mom's going to watch this show. She watches like every episode of the show. Sorry, Mom, about your Diamondbacks. I know it was not fun to watch them go down last night, but hey, they did some things nobody was expecting them to do. They made it to the World Series. So, Mom, I love you. I know you're in mourning today for your Diamondbacks, but they had a great season. Okay, side note, woke up this morning, grabbed my big old cup of ice water like I love to do, right? No phone, no snooze. Grab the water, head downstairs, grab the Morning 5 planner. Grab the Morning 5 planner, write down gratitude, write down goals. Right there at the top, there's a quote submitted by an actual member of this community. This quote was submitted by a guy named Jason Rice. Now, this guy, Jason Rice, is dope. Just so you know, this dude is dope. He owns a company called Lot Pop. He also has a new version of that called Lot Walk. Comes from the automotive industry. I actually spent last week with him in San Antonio. He was out there riding roller coasters with us, which was awesome. But Jason Rice, I love Jason Rice. This guy 10 years ago was working for one of the biggest companies in automotive. He quit. Built his own software about 10 years ago, built his own software, and now he's just killing it, right? Killing it. His software's taken off in the industry. So proud. He's just an amazing guy. So he submitted the quote that's in the planner this morning. The quote says, "If it was easy, everyone would do it." That's what the quote says. If it was easy, everyone would do it. And so I thought about that quote this morning, and I'm like, yeah, in some ways I agree with Jason because I know his sentiment. His sentiment is, hey, do the hard stuff because a lot of other people won't. That's the sentiment. But I was thinking about it, right? Like, if it was easy, everyone would do it. I don't know if that's necessarily true. Like, there's a lot of easy things, and not everybody does it. Just saying. There's a lot of easy things and not everybody does it, right? My friend Danelle Delgado, she was with me last week in San Antonio. She's lost like 80 pounds. And she says that, everybody asks her, how'd you lose 80 pounds? How'd you lose 80 pounds? How'd you lose 80 pounds? She's like, well, diet, exercise, and rest. Sounds pretty easy. Diet, exercise, and rest. We all know this. If you are grown, if you are an adult, and I know there's a bunch of kids actually that watch this show too, I've learned, which is so cool, where they listen to the show with their parents in the backseat of the car on the way to school, things like that. It's awesome. For all you youngins, it's easy, man. Diet, exercise, rest. But not everybody does it. Why, man? That's the bigger question, right? So if it was easy, everyone would do it. Here we are. We're in 2023. I thought about this morning. We are in 2023. You have a voice. You have a message. You have a vision. You have a purpose. You have a dream. And you have every possible opportunity, at least if you are in the United States of America. I can't speak to a lot of other countries. I haven't lived in places. I don't know what opportunity they might have in China, Japan, or things that are going on in countries. I don't know anything about that. I can't speak to that. But here's what I can say. Bro, compared to what our ancestors had to go through, the lack of technology that they had when they had a voice, a purpose, a vision, a dream, a message, when they had all those things too, it was hard, man. Now it ain't hard. It's easy. It's easy. Glenn, how do you get up at 3:20 in the morning? Because I got an alarm clock that goes off. Glenn, how can you be in the studio doing a show at 5:30 in the morning over 1,300 times? Because I got a freaking truck that I jump in that gets me from my house to my studio with warm heat in about 14 minutes. And then I click a button on this power cord down here and all the lights come on and all the cameras turn on and my iPad turns on. And then all I got to do is click another button. Like, it's cold outside. It's warm in here. I got heat. I click a little button and all of a sudden I'm talking to 1,000 people. Can you imagine what it used to take to get 1,000 people in a room? Crazy. So listen, if it were easy, everybody would do it. I get it, Jason. I know what you're saying, bro. We got to do the hard stuff. Sometimes we got to embrace this easy stuff. But the reality is everyone, like there is enough to go around, man. Everyone, if you're alive in 2023, it's easy. And I truly believe that you, me, all of us, we can win. Nobody has to lose for you to win. That's the great thing. There's so much abundance in the world today. Nobody has to lose for you to win. So go get it. Let's go. Good morning and welcome to Rise and Grind Live. Unlock your full potential with the power of daily motivation, education, inspiration with your host, Lundy, a husband to one, father to 8, global motivational speaker, and the author of The Morning 5.
I'm Heather Parody, former therapist turned online entrepreneur and wannabe comedian.
Celebrity interviews, transformational information, and a massive community around the #1 morning show in the world. It's 5:30 a.m. and it's time to rise and grind. Husband to one, father to 8, global motivational speaker, the #1 speaker in the world. Listen, you all need like a little highlight reel. Like everybody needs to make a little highlight reel for themselves. So I'm going to challenge you. I'm going to challenge you in November to have an intro like that. You just play it for yourself. You ain't got to roll it live. You ain't got to send it out to the peeps. You ain't got to do nothing. You just play it for yourself every day. It's all husband to one, father to 8, the #1 speaker in the world, the author of The Morning 5, and now the author of another book, which I'm super excited to be releasing in January. My guy, Ramon Ray, put together this thing where you can be like an ambassador, right? If you want to help support me on this new book and let people know that it exists, help us get the word out, you can become an ambassador. I don't have the link for it right now. You'll have to message me or get on my text list or something, and I'll let you know how to do that. Or maybe somebody will put it on top in the clubhouse room. I don't know how any of that stuff works, but I'm super excited. So we're going to add that to the thing too, right? The author of The Morning 5, also the author of blank, 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 blank. I'm not letting you know the title yet. Nah, I know how y'all are. Y'all be out there buying URLs and stuff. I dropped the title up in here. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How are you, my friend? How are you, my friend? Dude, today is Thursday. That's right. Today is usually Thursday AI, and we do have a little AI update in here today, but we're not going to go too far into AI today. My mom, her Diamondbacks, they lost last night. She's not in the mood. We're not doing the AI thing today. But today is Thursday, November 2nd, 2023. And I'm coming to you live from Lexington, Kentucky. That's right, Lexington, Kentucky, in the studio, working on some big things. Like, for real. We are working on some big things. Like, it's been awesome. Stuff we're doing with the company. We're adding some new people, some new collaborations. Dude, we've been planting seeds. Did I tell you guys that? I know I've been talking to my team about this. I'll share it with you too. We have been planting seeds for the last 5 years. This is the 5-year, October was the 5-year anniversary of me walking away from where I thought was going to be a job I was going to be in forever and ever and ever, but I chose to leave there 5 years ago. So here we are now, 5-year anniversary. And this is a big moment because most companies fail within the first 5 years, what they say, right? So we've been planting seeds for the last 5 years and fertilizing and pouring water on top of, right? And what we're starting to see is these little seedlings like are starting to sprout up. But like we're just starting, relationships that we connected with 4 years ago. Ramon and I were talking about this book, which if you're on Clubhouse and you want to be an ambassador, he's got the link on the top of the room right there. Ramon and I were talking about this book and he's like, people that can help endorse the book. And the list is like bam, 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 bam. And just a ton of relationships that were really built over the last 5 years. And now, right, because those relationships were built, because we served for 5 years, because we elevated, because we lifted, because we encouraged, because we brought people together, equipped them with the tools they need to succeed, and inspired them to be great. We've got a Rolodex, bro, that's going to help this freaking launch like crazy. But we're starting to see some things, man. It's really, really, really neat. So big things happening over here in the company side, big things happening when it comes to this show. Just big things happening, man. Big things happening. And this week here on the show, we've been talking about fear, F-E-A-R, right? False evidence appearing real. We've been talking about fear, and I'm talking like real fear, right? Like worry type fear, worry, right? Doubt type fear, doubt, right? Concern, like that. We're talking the deep stuff, right? We're not talking spiders. Oh, I'm scared of spiders. Yeah, I'm scared of spiders too. We ain't talking about that kind of fear. We ain't talking about snakes. Oh, I'm scared of snakes. No, we ain't talking about that type of fear. Oh, speaking in public. I'm afraid to speak in public. No, we ain't talking about that type of fear. We're talking about real deal, real life stuff that we all experience, but handle uniquely. Right? Some people scared of spiders, other people aren't. Some people scared of snakes, other people aren't. Some people scared to speak, other people clearly are not. Some people are not afraid to speak, and maybe they should be. No, I'm just kidding. That's a joke. I shouldn't have said that. Oh my gosh, I'm going to get messages. I shouldn't have said that. I was just kidding. But listen, I'm talking about stuff that we all experience, but we handle uniquely. I'm talking about the stuff that both our dreams and our nightmares are made of. Those are the types of fears we're talking about this week. And we're going to continue that conversation. But first, before we keep going, you know what we need you to do. This is the part of the show where we get these bodies in motion. Because an object in motion tends to stay in motion, and an object at rest tends to stay at rest. So I need you to get moving. Let's go. Get moving. One of the things you can do to get moving is you can hit that share button. That's right. You can hit that share button, because I believe if we can change the way people start their day, it'll make a massive impact on this planet. I truly believe that. And sometimes all it takes to change the way somebody starts their day is for you, Leisha Moore, to share this out. For you, Anthony Alagona, to share this out. For you, Rodney, hit that share button. Russell Hill, share it out. Tony Thorstad, you know what to do. The Queen, Renee Knorr, share it out. Scott Simons, Liza Myers Borges, share it out over there in Virginia. Justin, share it out over there in Canada. My guy TM, what's up TM? He's probably out there running, like 26 degrees up here. Probably a little warmer in Atlanta, right? Probably. But this is the part of the show. I need you to share it out. I need you to tag some friends. I was just talking to my friend Heather Parody about this. She's like, bro, what we gotta do to freaking get this thing to push? I'm like, I don't know, man. It's like we're in some little algorithm hell, for lack of a better word. But we got lives to change. We got people to connect with. So we need help. I need help from you, Bella Rigby. I need help from you, Robin Price. Good morning, Angela Heath. What up, what up, what up? I see Mary Lynn, my guy Justin. What's up, Aday? How are you? Felicia's in the building. What's up, Jackie? And Jackie. Jackie and Jackie. Great to see you both. What's up, Melvin, Kermit, Maria, Ryan, Fiona, Peter, Hattie, Anita, Don Sankey. What's up, Sonia Merritt, Ricardo, Govindan Sami. Let's go. Let's go. What's up, Mike and Mary Kim? What's up, Andy and Frank and Raquel and Carla and Dorothy and Veronica and William? Natasha and Tori and Erica, Glendina. What's up, Babs? Russell Hill said, I'll be your ambassador. Thanks, brother. What's up, Sean Weatherby? Gail Dopp, glad you're here. Tony T, Blue Daz. What's up, Janice? And Patricia. All you amazing people up in here. I love it. Thank you so much for sharing this space with me. It means the world to me. There are a trillion places you could be. You choose to be here with me, especially those of y'all that are here on the live in the early mornings. Like, golly, man. What's wrong with you crazy people? It's early. All right, cool. Couple little housekeeping announcements. Oh, what's up, Heather Parody? I was just talking about you. Pow, like magic. See, this stuff's easy, man. Life nowadays is easy, dude. Michael Wilder, what's up? Isha Moore, glad to see you. Tony Schmidt, let's go. All right, listen, couple things. First thing, the ambassador thing. We got a book coming out soon. We're gonna need an army of people to help break through the noise. And so if you wanna be a part of that, there's a link at the top of the room on Clubhouse. Maybe somebody can drop it into the chat on Facebook and just click it, fill it out real quick. And then, I know that happens every time, Rodney. It's crazy. That happens every time. But you click it, you fill out a couple things, and basically you're just saying, hey, I want to be on the inside. I want early editions to the book. I want to be a part of any like launch parties, and I'm going to hit my list that I've got. Maybe I got an email list. Maybe I've got whatever. I'm going to hit that, and I'm going to let them know, yo, my boy Glenn Lundy's got a new book out, and we want you to be a part of that. All right. So Marilyn Wilkin just put the link there in the chat on Facebook. If you want to be a part of that, that would be great. Also, planners are coming out. The new Morning 5 planners, they are coming out on Black Friday. Group orders. If you have a group or an organization, I know that Jessica's been getting a bunch of emails. Those of you that want to buy 10 planners or more, please email Jessica@glennlundy.com, Jessica@glennlundy.com, and she will set up the bulk orders. Bulk orders will go out first as soon as we get them, and then Black Friday will release, and those individual orders will get shipped separate. All right. So 10 or more, hit her up. All right, let's go. That's enough of the housekeeping stuff. I love you guys. Thanks for being here. So they took AI and asked it to make a commercial for Olive Garden, and what came out the other side is absolutely wild. So for those of you that are on Clubhouse, you might want to come join us over on Facebook, because you're going to want to watch this, because it looks very interesting.
Buongiorno. Welcome to Olive Garden, where we take our authenticity seriously. We managed to turn ordinary Italian food into cultural phenomenon and nationwide sensation. We even took acting like an Italian class, so you will feel like you're in the heart of Italy. Mamma mia. When you're here, you're a family. We've got everything from spaghetti to lasagna. Our pasta variations are more than stars in the sky. We've got marinara, linguine, fettuccine, ravioli, and the latest addition, that called we just made this apple pasta. You're not gonna find that kind of creativity in Italy. Our spaghetti and meatballs like an art, just like sculptures made by Michelangelo. It's a place with our special offer, our unlimited breadsticks. It's an experience that might make you wonder if you accidentally joined a group of people who love carbs. And if you want some salad with your breadsticks, don't worry, we got you with our endless salad. We keep bringing you until you beg us to stop. When you order spaghetti, we bring you size of plate to make sure you have enough to eat for the next week. And that's not all. We have a famous salad show. We bring a big bowl of salad and toss it at your table. Who needs to go to a circus when you have the Olive Garden experience? We invented a way of cooking that is like a fast fashion but for food. It's trendy and affordable. So, come to Olive Garden, where our Italian atmosphere can make you wonder if you're somehow related to the Mario Brothers. Mangia.
Thank you all for watching. Make sure to check out our The All-Purpose Everything sauce commercial.
Did anyone else have an irrational fear of Venus flytraps as a kid, or are you normal?
First movie my dad ever took me to was Little Shop of Horrors. I don't know. It was such an amazing movie. And it was this massive alien Venus flytrap thing, dude. So I remember being scared in my bed, having nightmares. The little arms popped out, all these Venus flytraps popped out. They were singing songs. Audrey was beautiful. It was such a credible movie. So yeah, dude, I'm with you. Venus flytraps, I'm out. No, thank you. I'm gonna pass. We'll leave those wherever they lay. Did anyone else have an irrational fear of Venus flytraps as a kid, or were you normal?
I wasn't normal, but I wasn't afraid of those. I was afraid of people. Still got it. Sorry for missing your email. I still got overwhelmed. It'll never happen again.
Yeah, the whole email thing, we really probably shouldn't go there, because I think I have, I don't know, 800,000 emails or something like that. I can never keep up. I can never keep my box clear. I always make an intention. I'm like, okay, and I clear everything out, and I'm like, I'm gonna keep up with this. And then like 18 minutes later, I'm inundated. I can't do it. And to be honest, I made a video about this recently. Like, people get so mad. They're like, I sent you an email, you never responded. I called you, you didn't call me back. I sent you a text, you didn't text me. And I'm like, you know what? Just because you emailed me, texted me, called me, does not mean I now have the responsibility to get in touch with you. If you've got something important for me, track me down. Email me again, call me again, text me again. Quit passing responsibility, bro. It's your responsibility to get in touch with the people. It's not your responsibility to pass the responsibility for them to get back to you. So don't be getting mad at me when I don't call you back, text you back, or email you back. Maybe, I just don't like what you got. Maybe I will like what you got, but I need to see the passion you have behind it before I can buy it.
Sì, passion.
Sorry for missing your email. I saw it and got overwhelmed. It will happen again.
Okay, I clean my emails. Like, I literally was over there going through emails because I like to keep a zero inbox, unlike the Lundy. However, I do agree with him that this obligation thing, that if somebody messages you, you have to do it back. Like, you don't do that in public. You don't randomly walk up to a person and just like poke them and you have to immediately respond to them. You go like that and you walk away, all right? But do keep inbox zero. Zero.
Did you? You'll have to teach me, because that is...
So listen, a lot of people are scared of AI. A lot of people are scared of artificial intelligence. There are a lot of people that are scared of the rapture, end times. There are a lot of people that are scared of risks, scared to take a risk. So there are a lot of people that are scared of those things. But there's one thing that all people, all 8 billion, if there's 8 billion. Sometimes I ask, I'm like, how do they know there's 8 billion? Where'd they get that number from? Well, we ran a census. Well, not everybody fills out the dang census. How do we know? Just saying. I'm in a weird space these days. So listen. All experience death. Not everybody's afraid of AI. Not everybody's afraid of the rapture. Not everybody's scared of taking risks, but all experience death. Black folks, death. White folks, death. Brown folks, death. Rich folks, death. Poor folks, death. Man, death. Woman, death. Young, death. Old, death. Death is a constant. And for some, a looming inevitability where all things cease to exist. For others, it's an enlightening experience where one's soul is elevated into a state of infinite existence. Death in itself is feared because it causes us to question life. The death of a loved one we call a loss, but in some interpretations should actually be labeled a gain. You see, death is feared by many because of what's unknown, the unknowns that surround it. And yet it's celebrated by others because of what they believe. You see, friends, truth, Truth, truth is a choice. It's an option upon which one must settle. What is true for you? You see, it's interesting because death is always right in front of us, always. And yet at the same time, it's always so far away. Like one wrong turn and it's over. And at the same time, there's this possibility of a long, fulfilling life. You know, death it's like a star, right? It's an enigma that can be seen whenever sought. And yet at the same time, it's always out of reach. Intangible. Untouchable. The ultimate dichotomy. The Bible says, if we live for the Lord, and if we die for the Lord. Therefore, whether we live or die, we belong to God. Best-selling book of all time says this, and the dust returns to the earth as it was, and the spirit returns to God who gave it. Historical text documenting the life of Jesus says, he will wipe every tear from their eyes. There will be no more death or mourning or crying or pain, for the old order of things has passed away. That same good book says, for the wages of sin is death, but the free gift of God is eternal life in Christ Jesus our Lord. This morning I read, it says, Jesus said to her, I am the resurrection and the life. The one who believes in me will live even though they die, and whoever lives by believing in me will never die. And then ask the question, do you believe this? Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. For you are with me, your rod and your staff, they comfort me. For God so loved the world that he gave his only Son, that whoever believes in him should not perish, but have eternal life. When it comes to death, my personal choice is I've chosen to find truth. Truth is a choice. I've chosen to find truth through a spiritual existence, a spiritual experience. Just like we can choose how we experience fear, how each person uniquely traverses through a fear of speaking, how each person uniquely traverses through a fear of spiders. Each person uniquely traverses through a fear of failure or risk or worry or doubt or concern when it comes to death, which makes us question life. I personally have chose to uniquely experience death with my spiritual understanding of truth, which comes from an incredible book that if you haven't read it, I just totally suggest that you do. Because we live in a world today where there are a lot of people, we live in a world today that can be very scary. We live in a world today that is riddled with violence and destruction and division and war. We live in a world today that should be easy, and yet for a lot, it's hard. And we live in a world today where fear reigns supreme in many facets. And so ultimately, we must choose. We must make a choice. You must choose. You must make a choice. How are you going to traverse the landscape of tomorrow? For some, a wrong turn, and death will be here for them sooner than expected. For others, a long, prosperous life. The interesting thing, though, is we don't know who's who. We don't know which one gets which. And so listen, I love my business. And I love my friend Heather Parody, and I love this show. I love that we get to travel the world, and I love that I get to pour into my children. I love that I get to do life with my wife. I love my friends. And I love you. I do. I love you. If nobody's told you that yet today, I want to be the first. I absolutely stinking love you. And so it is out of that love that this morning, when I thought about you and I thought about the world, I thought, let's not forget that these platforms and these cameras and these lights and these vehicles and the heat and all these wonderful things that have made life easy, let us not forget that there still is the inevitability of death. And it is not something that need be feared, but ultimately something that can be celebrated. Come on. Come on. Come on. I'm playing this one for Parody. This is Parody's favorite jam. Hey, I'm going to go hang out over on Clubhouse for a little while. All right? I'm going to go hang out over there, and then I'll be back here tomorrow morning. What's up, John Paul? Vicky Everett, West Storm in the building. I'm going to go hang out over on Clubhouse for a little bit, and then we can talk about this more. And then I'll be back tomorrow morning, 5:30 a.m., right here on #Rise and Grind. Don't forget why you do what you do. Don't get lost in the sauce, baby. Don't get lost in the sauce. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.